Yes, that's right, I'm growing in the winter fur, but also my Snapmaker 2 has arrived, so I'm setting it up down here just because I don't know if it's going to fit on my desk upstairs, so I want to open it down here and set it all up where I've got a bit more space so I can measure it once it's all assembled and see if I'm going to need to modify my desk or build a whole new one. Okay. So, big reveal time. Well, little reveal, because I'm not entirely sure what we see. Welcome to the Snapmaker family. Happy making. Here we have our quick start guide, which I'm going to leave because this says take this out first. Oh, there's one on the other side too. How are you supposed to take them both out first? We'll have a look at that after. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 linear modules. We'll get these out. And underneath we have the power module, 3D printing filament, tools and accessories, the tool head, which are your 3D printing head, your CNC and your laser, and touchscreen and controller. But I'm going to put you down because trying to unbox this one-handed is not easy. That is everything. Alrighty, so here we have everything. We've got our tools, our touchscreen, our filament, our power module, quick start guide, the linear modules. These are our work platforms, and there should be 3 of them in there, one for the printer, one for the CNC, and one for the laser. The tool heads and cables, adapters and brackets, and then I imagine that one is the main plate to which we attach everything. But we'll open up the quick start guide and see what it says. Make something wonderful. It is a very good looking book. So, step 1, where's step 1? Machine assembly. Machine assembly. Attach the feet to the base plate. That's what we want to, oh, okay. Yeah, you're probably gonna hear me do that a lot as I read through this. This is definitely gonna take longer to assemble than the first one did. And if you didn't see me putting the first one together, check out the link up there because I had a whole video on that build. That was like, if I wasn't talking to the camera, I'd have had it done and making its first print within 15 minutes. It ended up being about 25. This one I suspect is going to take a little bit longer. Should still be pretty straightforward though. And everything's kind of just plug and play. Yeah, let's get this built up. Ugh. We don't need that. We do need that. We don't need that yet. Don't need that yet. Don't need that. Well, that hell no, we will need that. First job, attach the feet to the base plate. Hi, Woody. Come here. Come here. Hello. Hiya. What's up with you? You come to see me? Huh? Huh? What's up? You come to see what we're building? Just don't pee on anything. That's not as big as I thought it was going to be, so this might fit on my desk okay. So, step 1 is attach the feet, but which box are the feet in? In the toolbox. So here we are in the tools and accessories box. Check that out, proper little plastic toolbox with all our screws and bits. Hi Woody, what's up? Okay, bye Woody. But right, we need to get the feet out of the toolbox, is that them? Yeah, look at that. There must be Allen keys or something in here. Because in the first printer, oh look, we got more tweezers in the first one and another USB stick. You know, it's funny, in the Snapmaker groups on Facebook, how many people I see asking, what is this? Because they don't open it up and take it out and it's actually a USB stick. Hey, look at that. How cool is that? All your little things that you need, all your drivers are all in the handle. We need to get these 4 feet on the base. Okay, we have the feet on. The next thing the book says to do is I think we've got to get 2 of these linear modules. Make sure the sliders are aligning with each other. If not, you can move them to the same position as illustrated. Ooh, they're shiny and pretty. The great thing about the linear modules on the Snapmaker, and it's the same with the original, is that they're all identical. So, like, whereas with a lot of 3D printers where you have specific rails for the x-axis to go left and right, and then specific rails for the y-axis to send the bed back and forward, and then other specific rails for the z-axis to send the whole head up and down. They're all the same on this. We need to get these both level and make sure that they're both together, which they're not. Now they are. Oh, and we attach it to the build plate first. The squashed frog, as some printer manufacturers call it. So in here, we have our work platforms, and I think the frog is also in here. So this is our magnetic build plate. These are for the laser, and then, is it underneath there? Oh, it is underneath there. So, there's the squashed frog. So we need to screw these rails into this to make sure they're aligned. There's glass. Is it glass? Oh no, it's not glass. Never mind. Panic over. It's just plastic. It's just plastic to protect the bed. I think it's symmetrical. Which is the top way up? Okay, those screw into there. And I guess this is the top? Or is that the bottom? That looks like it should be the bottom. Yes. So they screw into this. Yep. And now the same with the other one. It's a lot easier to do if you put the screws in the holes first and then just lift them all on. So building this thing is definitely going to take longer than the original. Now, which way do these wires go? Oh, yes, so the wires do go at the back. And then we'll place this on here, and this is supposed to line up with those holes, which it does. And then, which screws do we use for these? And then 2 more. Crap. And I'm just putting all these in loosely first time around, and then we'll tighten them up properly once we've got them all in. Alrighty, so this is taking a little bit longer to put together than I planned, so what I'm probably going to do, I'm not going to talk through all of this because it's going to take forever if I do. What I'm probably going to do is just kind of time-lapse the rest of this and just stop if something really cool pops up, and I'll go into a bit of detail on that, or if any issues pop up that I think you should be wary of when you're building your own Snapmaker 2. But other than that, yeah, I'm just going to set that camera going and time-lapse it. See you in a bit. Alrighty, so we've done that. Z-axis holders are in here. No, they're not. Do we screw the bottom in first, or do we screw... No, we screw the back in first. Then we screw the bottom in. So, in this bit, it specifically says, do not tighten the screws until step 12, and we're only on step 8, so don't tighten the screws. Now we're going to put the other linear module up. Step 9 is screw them in from underneath with 4 more M4 bolts each. And we don't want to tighten these down either. So before, where we had to level these to each other, this we don't need to, because with this one, we've got a standard fixed point, and then move the Z-axis sliders down to the lowest position they can reach. And now they're aligned. Step 11, attach the X-axis to the sliders on the Z-axis. And this is why we didn't tighten these down. Because if we tighten these down and they're slightly out of alignment, then yeah, you're kind of screwed. So let me show you this real quick. One of the things that I've seen a few people actually mention in the Snapmaker group, they think you have to put the screw in this hole at the end. You don't, you have to mount it one over, and it's the same on the other side as well. But you want your threaded socket to line up with that inner hole on this side, and then when we scoot around to the other side, there it's on the outside one, and my camera's not focusing. There it goes. So here you have it on the outside, and then here you have it on the outside, and then here, like the first bit, you have it on the inside. And I've just got to put the last one in at the bottom. All right, so it turns out I didn't record a whole bunch of that, so I'm not quite sure until I come to edit this where we left off, but you haven't missed much. There were a couple of bits that I will have already filled you in on, but we need to plug in, what's this one say? Oh, that's nothing. That's probably for the heated bed. So we have one here. This is the X-axis. All right. 21. Place the touchscreen and then connect the touchscreen to the controller. This is the touchscreen, and it's definitely bigger than the original one. It's got a protective sleeve on it. We'll leave that on for now. Nice, beefy looking power supply. Oh, and that's it. We've built the printer, like the sort of basic core of the printer is done. I'm gonna get another coffee. So I guess we are gonna be hooking up the power box, because there's nothing else really left to do except hook up the power box and put one of the things on. I'll put the box around this side. That way the cable's not stretching across, plus there's power right here. So we'll plug this end into here. No, we won't. We'll plug this end into here. Nope, it's not that cable. I thought we were a cable missing, but they sent the wrong one, because I can only find this. Then I looked in the other box and there's the right cable to go from the power supply to the printer, which we're gonna set up, because we've basically done everything except add some kind of bed and a tool head. So we'll hook this up, and because we're in the house and we don't want mess and we don't want fumes because there's a dog, we're gonna 3D print. I like the look of this new touchscreen. Absolutely amazing. We've done it. Page 34 for 3D printing. So yeah, I was kind of quiet during the whole setup and assembly of this, but honestly, you haven't missed much. The only thing which I recorded before was the bit about which hole to use on the back of these. Other than that, it's dead easy. Attach the 3D printing module to the slider on the X-axis. So we will oh, that's what this other cable's for. That's for attaching the tool head, and yeah. I really love the whole modular feel of the Snapmaker. The original was the same, and it's fantastic because it bolts together like those science kits you get when you're a kid, like the engineering kits. I think the popular one when I was a kid was Meccano. I don't know if they're still around. I don't know if they're all over the world or just here in the UK. And this is kind of like Meccano for adults, really. Attach the filament holder. Ah, that's what that is. And I'm not going to make the same mistake that I did with the original. I'm going to, my first print at least, I'm just going to use the filament that Snapmaker provide. because they do provide a sample roll. I don't know if it's, oh, it's PLA and it's black. I don't know if it's a kilo or half a kilo. Oh boy, this is the fun bit. What? Wow, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 screws? There's 22 of these things to screw in. Oh boy, well, at least I know it'll be held well. Right, well, we'll take the magnetic build plate off and then we'll pop that on there and line up these holes, I guess. 22 screws. You look at the picture in the book, I gotta show you this. You look at the picture in the book and it's just lines coming down on the picture and it's like, what? But you know that once that bed is down, I ain't going nowhere. 1, 2. I'll fast forward through this. Coffee. Alrighty, well, I've had my coffee. As you can see, I've put the bed on, I've got everything wired up. Now the only thing left to do is turn it on and set it up. Calibrate the bed. The 3D printing module will probe the bed and move to the center of the bed. Load filament. Now we wait for the head to get up to temperature. Alrighty, Sammy the Snapmaker 2 is all set up. 3D printing head on, heated bed on, filament loaded. Now we just gotta go slice some G-code. No, we don't. There's a couple included. I don't know what the two are. One's 6 meg and one's 12 meg. What are they? Oh, that's a vase. That's this vase. What's the other one then? The other one's a vase as well. What's the difference? One takes 3 hours, one takes 1 hour and 13 minutes. We'll try that one. So here is the print, and as you can see, it looks really, really good, if not for all the dust that I couldn't get off. I tried a bunch of different ways, but all I seemed to be doing was moving dust from one part of the surface to another, and it wasn't actually coming off the model. But the printer did absolutely amazingly. Even the first layer stuck brilliantly throughout the entire print, and I only needed to level the bed once during the initial setup, and it just stuck, and it stayed stuck throughout the whole print. The layers themselves look really, really good. There's no noticeable over or under extrusion, but this was just a test print that came with the printer, so it's tuned for the printer, but at least this coming out perfect tells me that I've set the printer up correctly. So now I just need to start playing around with the Snapmaker Luban software and also see if I can get a profile together in Cura to start 3D printing some other things with this printer. And I do have a few other cool big projects that I want to print with this. Putting the printer together though was an absolute breeze. It took me about 90 minutes in total, which I probably could have gotten down to about an hour if I wasn't filming it and moving cameras around. It comes with a really good book on how to put everything together. The Snapmaker A350 quick start guide. It's full of really good instructions on what everything is and how everything goes together. And you really do want to pay attention to the bits where it says, do not tighten the screws until step 12. There are a lot of screws on here you don't want to tighten right away. You want to wait until you've got most of the bits together loosely. Then they kind of self-align themselves as you tighten them down. There's instructions for the 3 separate bits, the 3D printing, the laser, and the CNC, and how to put each of those together, including the crazy 22 screws for the heated bed. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to undoing those to swap out for the CNC or the laser, but all of the information is in here on how to set each of the different things up, how to run through the software. There's the files that we printed, how to set up the laser engraver, how to set up the CNC. This I'm really looking forward to. What I really want to do is learn how to use Fusion 360 with this. But yeah, we'll get to those when we get to those. For now, that's it for the Snapmaker. We got our nice little valves right here. I have a few things that I'm going to be printing out, so keep an eye out for those videos coming soon. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. If you have any questions about the Snapmaker 2 A350, anything you want me to test or try, drop them down in the comments below, because I am going to be doing a bunch of videos on this as I get used to it and use it more and more. So yeah, drop those in the comments and I will get to whichever ones I can as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.